I saw something this week that kind of made me think twice. Obviously, my show is very specific about giving you real estate news and information. Something that was quite disturbing this week. I feel like a lot of people have a distrust of media and news right now. And I've really just made sure to focus and keep this show about real estate because it's what I know. And I think that's why people tune into this show, because they want to know what's going on with real estate. Whether that's they want to be an agent or they want to join my team or they want to stay up to date. And I was really amazed this week because I browsed the major national news website. And I think the lead story this week in our country should be doing everything we can as a country to help the people impacted by the storm. From what I'm hearing and people in the Carolinas and friends of mine, that the death toll is massively understated. There are way more people that are not able to get resources and materials, and way more people unaccounted for, way more people dead than what's being produced. And if you look at all the media sites, it's all politics. And look, I know that the station you're listening to, the focus of the station, it is a lot of political news. So certainly there's a reason for that. But I also think that there's an opportunity now to talk about this storm and help people that are in need, that all these news stations, instead of focusing on the negativity of the politics that are on all the websites, focus on ways that we can help the people that got impacted, ways that you can prevent it. The conversation that should be happening in our country right now should be centered around this storm and a unification to try and help people. And I just feel like everything that I'm reading online with all the news media resources that have the ear of the people, that have the ability to impact and communicate, instead of using it for good, I feel like they continue to use it for bad. They continue to pit us against each other. Everything on all those websites is all about politics and the polarizing election and the presidential election. And it could be about the unification of America. And back when you think about some things that have impacted our country in a really big way, you had an element where it seemed like people had a best interest of America in mind in terms of how to resolve it. And I feel like this storm, neighbor to neighbor, there's so many good stories, there's so many good neighborly acts, there's so much goodwill being spread, there's so much good that's happening from this storm. The places that have the largest microphones to communicate with the most people, that can help the most people, that can impact, that can provide resources and tools, instead of doing that, they're still buried in all the stuff that really isn't helping anyone. What I would tell you this week is try and help your neighbor, try and help somebody in your neighborhood, try and help somebody that lost everything. Stop paying attention to the mainstream media because it's not helping you. It's not doing any good for any of these people that got hurt. It's just continuing to divide us. So I just can't believe it's not the lead story. When you saw, I'm not trying to pit the hurricane against 9/11, completely different scenario. Obviously more lives lost, but the story on the news post 9/11 for weeks was everything related to 9/11. This storm was of epic property loss proportion, more deaths since Katrina, and you can't even find it. You have to scroll down to the bottom of the page on any of the mainstream media websites because all they're talking about is politics. This should be the story. This should be the moment where we're trying to unite America instead of divide it. How we can help find more people, save more lives, get more resources, get more help. And it's not, and it's just sad. So hopefully you appreciate my step up on the podium today to talk about that, but go help your neighbors, go help somebody in need. Let's show the rest of the country what Tampa Bay is about in terms of responding to this storm. And hopefully you're out there this weekend doing just that.